guys, it's me, Sydney. Today I'm going to be talking about some medical stuff because I've just been having some back pain recently, and I thought I'd share with you my whole life experiences that I've had. Well, I was kind of born with my umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I'm sorry, I butchered that. Anyways, I was born with that wrapped around my neck, and I ended up having to be in the hospital for a few days after I was born, so they could make sure that I was healthy and I was alive and breathing and well. And then when I was 18 months old, so I was a troubled child from being very young. So when I was 18 months old, apparently I had a fever while I was sleeping, and so my mom didn't want to wake me up to give me my medicine, and it just escalated from there. The fever traveled to my left ankle, and it apparently had swollen up to the size of a softball. So, lesson learned from my mom, treat the fever even if the kid's asleep, because that's bad news. So it swelled up to the size of a softball, and they drained it for my ankle, and I still have a scar on my foot, well, not my foot, my ankle, from where they drained it. I'm trying not to repeat my words, but I'm doing it anyways. So after that, I got my tonsils taken out when I was in 1st or 2nd grade. And after that, I was fine until I was in 7th grade, and I started having lower back pain. And at the time, they didn't know what it was. They just thought it was because I was overweight, and I still am overweight. It's just that's not the reason why my back was hurting. Now, my back apparently was hurting because of scoliosis, which I then found out years later that I had. But after learning that not after learning that I had scoliosis, but after them trying to treat me, I ended up being in 8th grade, and in 8th grade, I ended up fracturing, we were playing soccer, and the soccer ball hit me in the shin, and I fell onto my knee, making me break or fracture my tibia and tear off a piece of PCL with a piece of bone. Not a piece of PCL. I tore off my PCL with a piece of bone. And so I was on crutches, and I even had people saying that I was faking it, which was stupid, because if you're gonna fake an injury, why fake your knee injury and have crutches? Because those things are annoying. That sounds really sassy. Those things are annoying. Anyways, so my knee was broken, and so I was on crutches. And that was the year that Texas had the worst snow, the one baseball stadium, it caved in. That's the year that I had my knee broken. And so I was hobbling around on crutches when it was really snowy and icy, and I remember going into the choir hall, and I had been outside, and so the ground was kind of wet from all the ice that was melting, and I went inside, and my crutches slipped on the tile, and so it slipped, and I caught myself instinctively on that foot, and I was just all that pain in my knee just came back to me, and I was just and then the doctors told me that if my hip started hurting, that I should go back. And so my hip actually started hurting, and it wasn't too bad, but it was just kind of irritating me. And so I thought, okay, I may as well go to the doctors and see what's wrong. So we went, and it turns out that I had also fractured my pelvis. I still don't know if that's because I slipped and caught myself on my crutches or what, but it was crazy. At least at the time it was. It still is kind of weird to me. So after that, I went to 8th grade, or not 8th grade, I was in 8th grade when that happened. I went to 9th grade and I still had a bunch of back pain that was unexplained. And then I think 10th grade, they found out that I had ITP. No. 9th grade, they found out I had ITP, which is the opposite of blood clotting, is blood thinning. So I can't take pain medicine because pain medicine thins your blood. So having insane back pain and your doctor's giving you Tylenol with codeine and you can't take that because if you do, your blood's going to thin out and you're probably going to have to go to the hospital for it. So I stuck through the pain, and then the next year we found out that I had scoliosis, and it was just crazy. I found out I had scoliosis, and then my hip started hurting, and we were like, oh, well, this is not good. Maybe this is because my hip didn't fully heal when I was doing therapy. Turns out the next year, no, not the next year, we found out that year that I have a cyst or a lesion inside my hip bone. And so if it gets bigger, then that means that it can eventually pop and then I won't be able to walk. It'll hurt so bad I won't be able to walk. So we're keeping a close eye on it. We're having to go every year. We're having to go to the doctors and we're trying to see, like, has it gotten bigger or has it stayed the same size? Because if it gets any bigger, it's a concern and we have to do something about it. But until then, we're just keeping an eye on it. So whenever I have hip pain, I'm automatically thinking, oh, it might be that. But it usually isn't. It's just me being weird and having an achy body. Like at the age of 18, I can't. Well, not then. I wasn't 18. Believe me, I was not 18 at that time. I did not get held back in school. God, almost did though. Anyways, so that happened, and then the year after that, I got, apparently I had an ovarian cyst, and during Christmas break, I got the flu and strep at the same time. I felt like I was dying, like light hurt, sound hurt, everything hurt, and so that year my dad got me a 3DS, and the 3D turning on, oh my god, it hurt my head so much. I was just like, get this away from me. I don't need it right now. And I also, of course, got a $15 gift card for iTunes. And so I tried buying iTunes songs and then trying to listen to it, but sound hurt as well as light. So it just, I couldn't do anything with my Christmas presents, and I felt so horrible and just, I wanted to sit in bed and do nothing all day for the entire winter break. And then my senior year, I still was having back pain, and they haven't given me any, like, physical therapy to do for it, and they haven't given me a back brace. They just were like, it's not that bad. So we had that, but then we thought that maybe it was my boob size, because my chest was actually really big. And I went and got surgery a few months ago, and I have had less back pain in the past few months than I have in the past few years. Like, in this amount of time. And it's actually really amazing, and I haven't felt like this in forever. I haven't felt this, like, weight lifted off of my back. Literally a weight lifted off. And those are some physical things that I've been through. I also was diagnosed with depression about 2 years ago. And anxiety a few months ago. So yay me, but if you see my other video that I posted a while ago, it's like titled Friends or something like that. Yeah, I had some bad thoughts at a certain time, and my friends really helped me through it, and I'm happy that I'm here now. Yay! I'm still hurting, but I mean, that's probably because of my weight, and I need to work on that. This next year, while I make more videos, I'm also going to try and lose more weight, so hopefully I can get my health back. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, obviously. If you want to share it with your friends, go ahead. I don't care. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.